Thanks for staying with us. Now on to some very important national news. 3 days ahead of Anna Hazare's proposed fast over the Lokpal bill, it looks like a major confrontation is on the cards. Today, the Delhi police agreed to give permission to Anna's fast for only 3 days, but with riders. But Anna Hazare has rejected all conditions imposed by the police, saying the government has betrayed the nation by not allowing them to go ahead with their peaceful protest, which is supposed to be at 30 days. Now, Anna has also written a letter to the Prime Minister seeking his intervention and asking him to give them a fast venue.
अगर ऐसी धोखाधड़ी होगी ये हमें पता चलता तो उसी टाइम पर हम सरकार को कहते कि ये सब बातें मान लो, तब हम पीछे हटेंगे। लेकिन विश्वास किया हम सरकार, और सरकार ने धोखाधड़ी किया। अभी भी हम लोग जो 16 तारीख का अनशन डिक्लेयर किया था, 5 अप्रैल जो अनशन हुआ था उस टाइम पर 9 तारीख को ये अनशन डिक्लेयर किया था, और तब से सरकार के पास हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि 16 तारीख का अनशन दिन नज़दीक आ गए, हमें जगह बताइए। मुझे समझ में नहीं आता कि लोकशाही में अपनी बात कहने के लिए इस तरह की पाबंदी क्यों। संविधान ने जनता को जब पावर दिए, अधिकार दिए हैं, तो सरकार ये पाबंदी क्यों लगाती है। अनशन करना या कोई भी आंदोलन करना संविधान हर नागरिक के लिए, समूह के लिए ये अधिकार दिए हैं। ये संविधान के बरखिलाफ है और उच्चतम न्यायालय के तमाम निर्देशों की अवमानना है। जब हम कह रहे हैं कि हम अहिंसा पूर्वक, शांति पूर्वक अनशन करेंगे, किसी को भी कोई नुकसान नहीं होगा, कोई नुकसान पहुंचाएंगे भी नहीं, तो ये तानाशाही बड़ा रवैया क्यों कर रहे सरकार।
Moving on to the world of Indian sports now, the Commonwealth Games scam is one of the most contentious issues in Parliament these days, and perhaps one of the fallouts of that is the proposed sports bill. It aims to ensure that there is no repeat of the CWG scam.
At the receiving end for its handling of the Commonwealth Games, the Sports Ministry has decided to act tough with sports federations. After circulating a draft bill, Sports Minister Ajay Maken has moved a note to the Cabinet which will bring in transparency and accountability in all sports federations. The bill proposes a 23-member advisory council comprising government and sports federation members. The panel will advise the centre on recognizing and de-recognizing sports federations as well as on strategy matters. Sports federations will now have to comply with the new directives in a year, which will make it compulsory to hold elections every 4 years. No person beyond the age of 70 can hold more than 2 terms in office, and they cannot hold more than 2 positions as well. All sports federations, including the BCCI, will come under the RTI Act. Even cricketers will now have to undergo age and dope tests. The final authority on who has the power to supervise all national federations, the IOA, Playing Fields and Anti-Doping Agency NADA, will be the central government. The bill envisages a sports ombudsman to decide on warring factions or any other disputes. It also incorporates a sports tribunal to be headed by a retired Supreme Court judge to decide on penalties and to pass orders. The proposed bill has always met with stiff resistance by sports federations that are headed by politicians cutting across party lines. Among those who will be affected are Yashwant Sinha, who heads the All India Tennis Association, Suresh Kalmadi from the Athletics Federation, V.K. Malhotra from the Archery Association, Jagdish Titler from the Judo Federation, and Abhay Chautala from the Amateur Boxing Federation.
It's complete nonsense. The minister doesn't know what he's doing. It's ill-conceived. The people who are bringing it doesn't know what they're doing. Somebody is as if, they want to score a point. For what?
Sports federations have been the personal fiefdom of many a political heavyweight cutting across party lines. And if the cabinet does give its approval for the new National Sports Development Bill, transparency and accountability will be the new keywords for these federations, something that they have not been used to. In New Delhi, Sunil Prabhu, NDTV.
Back to the city of Chennai now. At the time when almost all the Indian metro cities have a new international airport or two airports, the city of Chennai, better known as the Detroit of Asia, is managing with just one. And now, even after expansion of the old airport concludes, the current airport will reach the saturation point by 2015. So would it be correct to say, rather than expanding the old airport, the state government should have thought of constructing a new one? We tried to find out the answer to that question. This is the Chennai airport, where 1,200 crore rupees is being spent on expansion works. The one at the domestic terminal is expected to be over by December, and a month later, expansion work at the international terminal should be over as well. But given that over 12 million passengers passed through this airport last year, and projections saying by March 2012, 13 million passengers will use the airport, is expansion alone the answer?
One is that we have limitations in our existing airport. Our land is a constraint. We have only 1,300 acres. And ideally, to increase the capacity of an airport, you should have at least two parallel runways for the airport. So here the feasibility is not that good, because building is on one side of the runway and the parallel runway may not increase our capacity. So right now we are building a capacity of 23 million passengers per annum. So after that we will not be able to expand this airport any further.
Given such numbers, airport authorities say expansion became an immediate priority.
We are anticipating by 2020 we would require another airport. The study is about two airports operating simultaneously. We are not going to close down this airport. This will be functioning. At the same time, Sri Perambudur Airport, another airport can come into operation.
But Chennaites believe that the city with a population of 4.6 million needs more than just the one airport the metro boasts of.
I think it is too much crowded now, and there are a lot of flights, domestic flights especially, and I think it is the high time that we have to either the expansion or another airport.
One more airport is required, maybe located outskirts of the city. The present airport is located in the heart of the city. Traffic congestion during peak hours. Reaching airport is a difficult task.
Recently, the Airport Authority of India submitted its proposal to the state government demanding 4,800 acres of land at Sri Perambudur for the new airport. Let's see, will the government clear the proposal by putting it on a fast track, or will the entire idea hit an air pocket? In Chennai with Sudarshan, Natasha Doraiswamy for NDTV Hindu. Well, the Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry of India, ASSOCHAM, has compiled a report which claims that a hike in school fees has seen a twofold increase in the past decade in metropolitan cities. As a fallout, even well-to-do parents prefer to have just a single child. Here's the story. Well, coming up on the bulletin, Jammu and Kashmir ties a knot of safekeeping for our men at the line of fire. Come back to find out more.